In northwest Pakistan, the new year began with deadly US drone strikes killing at least 19 people. The drone fired several missiles into the North Waziristan tribal region bordering Afghanistan. Earlier on Friday, a similar attack in the same region killed 8 people. The Pakistani government has strongly condemned the attacks, saying they are clear violation of the country's sovereignty and integrity. Besides, the attacks are proving counterproductive. The year 2010, which began and ended with drone strikes in Pakistan, witnessed a sharp rise in both the frequency of drone strikes as well as the casualties. Washington says the attacks are aimed at targeting Al-Qaeda-linked and pro-Taliban militants who are hiding in Pakistan's tribal belt. It also claims to have killed senior Al-Qaeda members and other high-profile militants in these attacks. However, locals as well as analysts believe most of the targets they have seen were innocent people.
This is all propaganda that the drones are killing militants. The fact is that any drone attack which has happened in our tribal region has killed innocent people and mostly women and children. The world knows that those 83 people killed in a drone attack in Damadola some years ago were all children between 10 and 14 attending the madrasa.
In fact, by killing Pakistani militants and civilians who are not a threat to the US, the Americans are actually creating more enemies for themselves. They are radicalizing the population. These people who are being killed have families, friends and supporters, and they will try to take their revenge.
The Obama administration has come under fire from 160 million Pakistanis for drone attacks in Pakistan. With anti-American sentiments running high, Pakistanis have taken massive protest rallies against these attacks. Experts believe the US drone strikes are fueling support for pro-Taliban militants, which will have far-reaching consequences for both the US and Pakistan, though the government seems to have reached an understanding with the US over the drone strikes.
In fact, most of the people who are being killed by the US drone attacks are either militants who are Pakistanis or civilians. They don't really kill the Afghan Taliban because they are not there in big numbers in the tribal areas. And they haven't killed many Al-Qaeda members. In fact, less than 20 Al-Qaeda figures have been killed. And that is also according to the US claims.
The US drone strikes in Pakistan started in 2004, but statistics on drone attacks show that since August 2008, the attacks have dramatically increased. The latest unprecedented surge in drone attacks came after Washington had mounted enormous pressure on Pakistan to launch a military offensive against pro-Taliban militants in North Waziristan tribal belt. However, Pakistan Army has rejected the appeal, saying it is already engaged in other combat zones in the country and it will do so at a proper time. Zahid Hussain, Press TV, Peshawar.